Welcome everybody. Changed the location a little bit to try and get a better lighting this time. Hey Jeremiah, how are you? How was your Saturday? Did you get a lot done in the yard at all? Hey Carl. I didn't get anything done myself in the yard at all today. I was at the snowmobile club working on stuff. So, hoping tomorrow here the humidity is supposed to drop for us here tomorrow, so I'm hoping I can get out to the yard and get some splitting done, or some cutting, one of the two, get something done. I'm behind. Mini wood for smoking, Jeremiah, there? The chunks? Are you selling mini wood like Dan now? I haven't even been out here for like 5 minutes and I'm already getting bit up by mosquitoes. Just gotta get the fire going bigger, right? That's the solution. There you go. You would think down in your area, Jeremiah, you'd have a decent customer base with all those mini fire pits. Or is it the problem that like Dan's got where half the people don't even know that they exist? I just got done finishing and making dinner, so I figured what the heck, it's a nice humidity kind of cooled off from this afternoon after the little rain shower we had come through at around like 1 o'clock. Now it's kind of a nice day out, but the mosquitoes are getting to me already. I really hope that they wouldn't. Yeah, Carl, the heat's been up and down here. It's actually not too bad tonight. I think tomorrow's supposed to be pretty decent as well, so I'm hoping to get some stuff done tomorrow at the yard. This heat this is why I hate summer. The hot and the bugs drives me nuts. Yeah. I think you might be better off doing smoker chunks, to be honest. But who knows? How's the smoking chunks going for you, selling wise? Are they going pretty good in the bags? I haven't advertised anything yet this year because I got nothing ready. And the campground keeps buying every single little bit of dry mixed hardwood I got, which is a good thing to have, so I'm okay with that. I'm trying to get ahead here, but it's not going too well. I gotta try and get all that cherry and maple cut and split up and maybe get into some other stuff here. But I'm hoping that I can actually possibly buy some logs here in the near future here, because it's getting to that time of year. I was hoping to get out to our hunting property more this summer, but it's already middle of July and I haven't done nothing yet. And next weekend's going to be down the drain because I got the truck pull I have to bartend at and run. So that's going to be a very uneventful weekend of production, unfortunately. But you know, that's what happens when you're the vice president of a snowmobile club. I'm hoping I started splitting on that cherry a little bit here the other week, and I been separating it for barkless and bark. So I'm hoping I can make some decent money on advertising some smoke or barkless cherry and make some bundles out of it and just sell that exclusively and see if I can make a decent amount out of it. What, Brittany? Well, come here. Where's your toy? Go get your toy. Was it pretty decent down by you, Jeremiah, in the temperature-wise? I mean, it's been pretty decent up here today. Yeah, I'm hoping it stays like this for a while, but I don't think it's going to be too much longer. I think they're talking upper 80s again to start the week and then back down to the 70s next weekend, which is where I would want to be doing something in the yard when it's nice out, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, if we can just stay in the 70s as the high, I'd take that. The nights in the 60s are very nice. I'll take those when I can get them. We don't get those very often in July, but unfortunately I left the dog at home today, so I had to go spray at the snowmobile club, so I didn't want her monkeying around with the Roundup I was spraying and stuff, so she had to stay home, so she wasn't very happy with me today. Weren't you, girl? You're always invited, Chris, if you want to come. I tried calling the other day, but I'm guessing you were working and got busy. Get them. That I just have the AC set. I'm not even bothering. I used to monkey around with when I first this spring of opening the windows at night and shutting them. I'm just like, it's not worth it. I'm just. Oh, they're bad here already. I don't get it. They weren't this bad the other day when I was having a fire out here. called to see what you were going to be up to this weekend, because I thought about maybe coming up by you for the weekend and run that new processor you got, but I was at the snowmobile club instead of, anyways, almost all day today. Yeah, I definitely do need more wood. That's the problem. There's just not enough time between working and doing firewood. I probably should. I just didn't want to overload it. I had a bear trying to start it. Hey, Mike. Hey, Craig. I don't know. I don't know what this top fan thing is. I have no idea what the heck that is. Maybe I'll just smoke out the mosquitoes, because that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I moved the fire pit over to the sidewalk to the garage and have the garage light on my face, so I'm like, oh, we can actually see a little bit better this time, now that I know what I'm doing. You just got the bear paw, Chris? Holy crow, I would have thought that the bear paw would have been next week here yet, but apparently not. Did you get any editing done yet for the 17 in our cookout? Lay in the fire pit? That's a good idea. I might have suffocated it a little bit. "45 videos behind." Jeez. It'll probably be a couple weeks yet before we see that video then. Probably been trying to edit more. Oh, so you got 45 more videos to edit then yet. There's a month and a half of footage and you're probably still working yet on making more videos. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun, Mike, with the severe thunderstorms and 3 inches of rain. That'll put a damper on some things real quick. Got any more wood coming? How many more logs trucks coming, Chris, yet? Oh, nice. What's in Alaska? Where are you guys going to that for? Doing a hunting trip out there? I think in the last probably 2 or 3 weeks we've gotten about 6 to 7 inches of rain here. I don't even have any bug spray at this house because I haven't even bought any yet, so I don't got nothing to put on. When are you going to be coming back, Chris? Are you still planning on going to Boonville in August? Now we're starting to get somewhere with the fire. Fishing for salmon, that sounds like a great time. Bring some back for me. Are you driving there to Boonville, Chris, or are you going to get a flight with Blockbuster? I haven't split elm for a couple of years, and I'm kind of thankful for that, but I got some elm out in Princeton I got to get to getting caught at some point. Okay, here. I have never had ash that splits worse than elm. A lot of the ash I splits real nice for me. Jeez. Apparently. Yeah, no kidding, right, Chris? Oh, shoot. Trolls with nothing else to do, apparently. I have no idea even how to add moderators or anything. Hey, Millwood Outdoors, how are you? Yeah. All right, community moderators. Yeah, that might help. Yeah, apparently. They got some fireworks. I don't see them from my house, though. I don't see where I can add moderators. At least off my phone. Have a good night, Jeremiah. Man, they're terrible out right now. Just killed 3 of them. That might have been. I know when I just got the live feed set up, it said popped up with something about what is it? Saying something about going in portrait mode for increased viewership and subscribers. So I don't know what the heck that's all about, but I noticed that too when I was coming back from Berlin, Millwood Outdoors, and it was real hazy going back towards Amara here, and I wasn't sure what it was, but maybe it is wildfire smoke. That would explain it. Yeah, I figured that. I just don't know why they added the saying that I can get more subscribers from portrait mode. Hey Brian, how are you? Oh, wait. I think I got it figured out how to add moderators now. Hey, there we go. We got something figured out maybe. So hopefully the trolls can go back to their under their bridge. Alright. Maybe I get closer to the fire, maybe they won't bug me as much. I have the power. I can definitely tell this wood's not completely seasoned dry. I can hear it sizzling. Someone's having a good time with some fireworks in town. I got a long poker. It's pretty long. I got it from when I bought the fire pit. I'm just trying to get the mosquitoes off me. Seems like Mike's having a lot of fun hiding people, which I'm okay with. Get rid of all of them. All the trolls. Glad to hear your injury, Mike, or Brian, healed pretty well. Hopefully it won't happen anymore, right? Never know what's going to happen when you're doing firewood. I'm okay with that. I don't want him to come back. If I was from the house, I wouldn't get bitten by mosquitoes, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have a house left then. Should have been at the one I was having on July 3rd. I was using the tractor pallet forks to lift stacks of pallets right onto the fire directly. Come on, land. There, we got her filled up now. Hopefully she'll keep the mosquitoes away. Maybe. Limit to you and one other person. I don't mind, like, you know, it gets a little, you know, like Dan's and Brad's, they get so many people in there, the comments just scroll through so fast you can't even read it. That doesn't sound very nice, Mike, at all. That sounds pretty painful. Was it ringing in your ears when it hit you in the head? All you could hear is dry wood sounds echoing in your ears. Hey Jesse, how are you? Yeah, I bet you that would make some good video. I heard of at the snowmobile club, I heard what happened when we were filling in our pond. We had two club members that do trucking, and they were hauling in fill for us, and apparently one of them was backing up his truck onto the stuff that they filled in, and it seemed to be pretty solid, and all of a sudden one dual on one side sank, and the entire tire came into must have hit like a mud hole or a slough or something, or a soft spot, and it sank the entire dual. The whole truck was leaning sideways, I guess. They said they were surprised it didn't tip over, and they weren't really sure what to do, so they decided to, I guess, give her a howl and put the pedal to the floor and crank her up and watch all of the weight come out of it, and then they're able to drive it right out of there, apparently. Yeah, they said they wish they would have got some video or some pictures of it, because no one believes them how bad it was, but I can imagine with some of those trucks that they were hauling. I got some pictures of the trucks for Facebook, and those are some nice looking trucks, probably over $100,000 dump trucks. Just buy a Husqvarna, Craig. Those are good. At least their chainsaws are good, so I figured their riding mowers are probably pretty good. Just get a zero turn. You'll never go back to another riding mower again. Okay, that can just sit in the ground. If you want to be, that's all we use at work is 0 turns, and they are fast, and you can get a lot more closer to trees and around things, and you don't have to worry about string trimming as much. So what we got at work is we got 1 Toro and 2 Ferrises, and the Ferrises ride so much better than those Toros. The suspension's way better on them. It's like driving a car. It is awesome. Keep telling my dad to get rid of his John Deere riding mower and get a 0 turn, but he don't listen. They take a little bit to get used to driving, but once you get going with them, they're real nice to have. Oh, we got a good fire going. Can feel the heat. I don't have to hear the sizzling of the water, of the moisture. Yeah, we got some good deals at work for our Ferrises. They were leftover models, and they reached out to us asking if we'd be interested in them, and we said absolutely, and they're real nice to have. You're not wrong with that, Craig. I mean, I have a .17 acre lot here, and I have a 30-inch Toro Time Master push mower, and it takes me 20 minutes to mow my lawn. I wonder if the camera will shut off like it did last time on us, because it gets too hot. Hey Ted, how are you? There we go, that might be better. In the videos I've seen, that saw was working pretty nice for you. how big of oak you're talking about, Ted. That sounds like a good idea, Chris. We can probably do that. Maybe end of August or something before Labor Day weekend. It sounds like they're shooting fireworks somewhere. I can't see any, but they got to be in town. It's coming from closer to town because I'm on the north side, and it sounds like it's coming from the south side of town. So someone's shooting fireworks somewhere. Have a good night, Brian. Good luck fishing in the morning. Hopefully you catch a lot of good stuff. Channel Lakes, yeah, it sounds like they're coming out with that 564 XP, which is fuel injected in October to Europe. And then we're supposed to get it in the States here sometime in spring of next year. I was working on, I stopped into Modern Rental today to talk to them about it, and they said, yeah, we've heard some rumblings about it, but we got something on order. I'm like, well, put me down for one. And they're like, well, we have to figure out some details on it. I'm like, well, I'll buy one, that's for sure. Yep, someone's definitely enough fireworks. What in the world is that? Wasn't even a mosquito. I don't even know what that kind of bug that was. I almost used your saying, Chris, the other day when I was cutting wood on Wednesday in the end of my video. I said I'm soaked. My shirt was drenched. I had thought about saying my pink thong was soaked. Just for you. Or as Chris would say, my thong is soaked. Someone's dog is not happy. Have a good night, Mike. Thanks for putting the band hammer on all those people for me. It doesn't take long, Ted, for you to get good with that Dremel. I mean, you don't even have to get it that good. It's just that sharp, that quick. You know, you can get it a lot better when you get some more practice into it. But I mean, it's very difficult to monkey up a chain with that Dremel. And like Chris said, it's fast too, which is what I like about it. I don't have to sit there and monkey around for a while with a hand file. It's just zip and I'm done. Channel Lakes, it's so they said that they have it's the weight of a 50cc saw, but it's got the power of a 70cc saw. So I'm guessing it's probably going to be close to probably a little more power than the 72 XP is my thinking, but who knows. I've seen a couple videos on it from Europe and some teasers videos on YouTube already about it, and I'm already getting hyped up for it. Just buy a Dremel, Craig. Menards has got them pretty reasonable. And it's way quicker too. You know, you just got that power. So I usually just sharpen all my chains in the garage, whatever, before I go out. And if I dull up the chain or the saw, I'm just not using the saw anymore. Or sometimes I bring them with me if I'm going to know that there's going to be power from places where I'm going to be cutting. I need to get one of those battery packs like Chris has got where I can have power on the go and just be able to sharpen them anywhere, out in the middle of the field even. I just picked up one of their mid-range Dremels at Menards. I think it was like $70 or something like that here 2 years ago, and just keep it in the case and just keep buying bits. Go to Fleet Farm and I just buy the bits for the chainsaw sharpener, and it works great. Me too, Ted. I am looking forward to when they get here. I cannot wait. I am. I just hold it up by hand. Like there's the on all the Husqvarna X-Cut chains, there's a little line on the top of the tooth of where the wear mark is, of where at that point you have to replace the chain, and that's the direct angle that you want to be able to sharpen at. So I just kind of match it up and just zip, 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 and then just keep a flat file in the Dremel case, and then check it with the depth gauge and just take 1 or 2 strokes off the depth gauge, and away I go, and it's great. That's where I get my bits, is at Fleet Farm. I bought them from Modern Rental once or twice, and I realized they're like, I think they're like 12 or 15 bucks for a 3-pack. And I saw how much they were at Fleet Farm, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go to a Fleet Farm. Yeah, but I also learned from the professional like Chris, and it took a little bit of time to get going on them, but once you get going on them, they're not that bad to deal with. That's not a bad price at all. Just go pick up see, I run my bits way past what I probably should, just because I'm cheap. A lot of my bits are, the middle wears out of them about, pretty quick. He's definitely roaring now. Just a pretender like most YouTubers. Yeah, but you actually do the work, unlike some YouTubers. They just sit there and just make it look like they do a lot of work. Time for a refill. trying to stay close to the camera, but the fire's getting a little too hot. More wood. Sharpening drill bits is pretty easy, Craig. Oh, that didn't work very well on that last one. Fell right in the corner. Vermeer, I gotta get more knives for your stump grinder there, Ted. All worn out and dull. Or did you break a couple of them? Man, son. These are all the chunks I got from work. All the shorts and oddballs are sitting in front of my garage. I'm trying to clean up all those short pieces if I can. Because I don't make boiler wood like Bert does. Yeah, we rented a stump grinder this winter for our, we have a Bobcat Toolcat at work, and there's a lot of stumps we had to grind out last fall and into the winter, and oh my goodness, my boss was going through teeth left and right, just hitting stones and everything like that, and you're not wrong, Chris. Everyone's got to complain about the size of the wood and everything like that. I like making toothpicks. I'm okay with making toothpicks personally. I don't know how Chris does it. You know, there's a couple times where I make a video or two videos in a day, but then I'll go a whole week. Like, I think I only got 1 or 2 videos to edit right now. So I'm hoping to get some good stuff done here tomorrow and get going on some production and maybe make a video or two. I was doing real good up until about here a couple weeks ago, where I had about 6 or 7 videos to edit here at all times, and now I'm down to just a couple. So, but you know, Chris has got 45 videos to edit, so I got one campground that is constantly calling me for seasonals, and I don't have a whole ton of wood available yet. You know, they sold me out of all my dry stuff, so I've been selling some stuff. I'm like, for campfire wood, it'll burn. It's near 20%, so. And shows. You can't forget about shows, Chris. You like going to your shows. Hopefully Boonville will be a good show for you. Well, that really pushed her up. Trying to keep the camera away from the fire so it doesn't overheat like it did last time. I enjoy it as well, you know. It just adds a little something when I'm at home here to do something, where it's, especially right now where it's too dang hot to really do much outside, so it's kind of nice. And I've met some great people doing YouTube too. I've just been trying to keep consistent with 2 videos a week, and I'm closing on 6 months of doing that, so I'm pretty happy with that. And now that I figured out how to do a live stream with my GoPro and everything like that, and I figured I didn't really get nothing going on tonight. Got done with dinner, and I'm like, it's kind of cool out. I'm gonna start a fire. Might as well bring the camera with me to start a live stream. Don't get me wrong, Craig. I mean, there's some videos like that maple tree video. There was like 45 different clips. I was dreading to edit that one. But if I can do some clips or whatever, or edit, you know, some of these easier videos, like I can only imagine the one I did on Wednesday of me cutting those tree service ash rounds. That'll probably take me a good hour or 2 to edit, because I was moving the camera around all the time and getting all these different angles and shots and stuff, so I can only imagine what it's going to take me to edit that. Oh, Chris, your Parm restaurant came up here yesterday at the brewery, because apparently they got their beer at Omega at Parm. I said, you know, funny story about Parm. I said, Chris is actually selling wood there to Parm, and his older brother Ken's son Bo is actually your brewer. He's like, wait, repeat that again? And I told him, he's like, seriously? I said, yeah. I said, I've gone to shows with Chris and Ken, and I haven't met Bo yet. I said, I think, you know, his truck was there on Thursday when I was working. They were brewing some beer again this Thursday. So I don't know what his schedule is for this upcoming week again, but it's probably going to be something. It seems like Bo's there at least one day a week doing something with the brewery. Are you? What the heck is going on? How do I know all these people that know the Parm people? Did you check it out, Craig, on the way back with Brian from Bear Paw? Did you stop and have a pizza at Parm? We were talking with a bunch of my friends. We went to dinner last night, and I'm glad I went because I was gonna do a live stream last night before Dan's Back 40 live stream, and it was raining here by the time we got out. And I'm like, well, good thing I waited. And they were talking about Parm, about how we should go there sometime. I'm like, yeah, we definitely should. I want to taste the value of Chris's wood that I possibly could have made at one point in time. Well, let me know, Craig, when you're gonna be at Parm or in the area again. I'll have to hook up again sometime when you're in the Oshkosh area here. I'll have to maybe do some woodyard content or some after woodyard content. Someone's enjoying the fireworks. $2? That's not terrible. Yeah, because I want to say I'm probably maybe 10 to 12 minutes away from Parm from where I live, and then my parents are probably about 15. Takes me about 10 minutes to get to my parents' place where the woodyard's actually at, so. But I've not been there yet. I've driven past it plenty of times. That was a good pop. This fire's producing a lot of heat now. Yeah, it's Miller High Life. That's what I got. I got a whole case in the garage fridge, along with some Miller Lite too. And I got one of the cases of Yingling from Ohio still sitting in there yet too. It is a good beer. I can choose to make it private after the live stream. I don't even know if I make any money on the live streams. I said I can make it monetized after the fact, but yeah, whiskey's not bad. I like whiskey too. It's gonna be a good time at Paul Bunyan again this year, though. That's for sure. We gotta get some of these, like Craig and Brian, out to Paul Bunyan here one of these years. He needs a vacation away from the family and the kids, right? For a weekend, right, Craig? Oh, really? I had 1,000 subscribers back in, I think I got 1,000 subscribers June 1st. And then I got monetized shortly after the Midwest Firewood Frenzy. The Paul Bunyan is a great show, but it's the hotel on Friday and Saturday night that's a blast. Seeing Shyball drunk and Jack and everyone hooting and hollering and having a good time, and Danny and peach and lemon vodka to Bunyan. You know, it took me 6 months of posting every single day to get going to do, or 6 months of posting every 2 times a week to get there, but I still can't figure out why some videos do so well and some videos don't do very well at all. I don't think I'll ever understand that. But one thing I have noticed is every single video of the shows that I've posted, they all tend to do very well. Every one of them that I've been to so far has done very well. Which very well to my eyes is over 1,000, so. There we go. One less spider I have to deal with. Making a nest in my garage. Because the Hoosier, I think the Hoosier event was the lowest viewed video. The International Firewood Expo, the first video did real well, and then the Timber Forest, the Brute Forest and Timberwolf merger video did really well as well too. And Bear Paw did pretty well. I know someone just watched it here today, because apparently I got a comment from someone that actually went and stacked all the wood in the totes at Bear Paw today, saying that they were there a week after the fact and were doing the videos. They were doing the stacking. Yeah, and I think that getting them out as soon as I can too, you know, like if I get back on that Sunday, getting them out by that Tuesday definitely helps too. Oh damn. I wish, Ted. I wish. That'd be real nice. Alright, but I just figured out what you were talking about, how they wanted to see your ID and all that photo evidence and stuff, and then now I'm waiting for a letter in the mail to verify my address like you said. So that's going to be another long process of stuff. But the money is, I mean, it's not, I mean, It's not something that I'll get rich off of, but I mean it's adding up quicker than I expected it to be, especially with some of the videos not doing as well as I thought they would. Apparently I'm bleeding. Apparently I ripped open a scab. Oh well. Yeah, I agree. I've just been sticking to 6 a.m. and I've noticed that I get a good push in the early in the morning between 6 and say 8, 9 o'clock, and then it kind of lulls out for the afternoon and late morning, and then it picks up again around 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening. I get a lot of views again. But I don't know if one thing that Logger Jason and Jack told me is using Chat GPT, and that's been really helping me come out with ideas and stuff like that. With titles and stuff like that. You know, I know that I've been using it for all of our posts on Facebook for the social media for the Snowmobile Club, because I've been running promotions for our truck and tractor pull here that's going to be next weekend, and I am not good with grammar and stuff like that, so I just put in there a bunch of mumbo jumbo of this business is a gold sponsor and this is what they do, this is where they're located at, and boom, it comes out with a great storyline and everything, tells about the whole description. And sometimes when I got people that don't give me a whole lot of information, I just use ChatGPT to like, tell me about this business, and then turn it into a Facebook post. Oh, that's the spike video took off and went huge on you. That's cool. That was a really cool spike, and it wasn't that from like the God, I don't remember what you said now about that spike. It's old though, I know that. Chris just watches hunting videos on YouTube. That's all he cares about. This camera picks up everything. Jeez, I was around the corner when that happened. It's the highlights. It might be, who knows. Chris, what mics do you use for, is it the DJI mics at Best Buy? I looked at those. They're like $350 for those, a set of them. That's what happens when you wear work boots all day long. I don't get tanned. My legs and my legs and my arms are so tan, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I know the cameras you want me to get, but that ain't gonna happen for a little while yet. I just want to get some microphones, if I can, or some mics. Sunglasses on. Here, I'll go hide them over here. But then my legs are gonna show the light too. This is what happens when you sit on a zero turn for most of the summer. No, that was not a Kenny fart. It did not stink up the whole vehicle. Well, the battery's getting down there on the GoPro. Tornado sirens be going off. Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. $572G for 900. That's a good thing. It might be. I just edged it today, so I don't really care. It looks pretty old. I had it, the first live stream, I had it up by the patio blocks, but I didn't have enough light, so you couldn't see me at all. And Craig knows that. He saw the live stream. I was just sitting in the dark. You couldn't even see me. At least this time you can see my face a little bit. Yeah, I was just at Monterental. It was $16.10 for a 592 XPG today when I looked. I was like, man, I remember when I got mine for just like $1,200. $1,400 for a 661 isn't bad, especially with a 36-inch bar. That's a good deal there too. I'm always hesitant about buying stuff on Marketplace. I seen a 562 on Marketplace for like 600 or something like that. I'm not in Oshkosh, so I don't need a permit. I know in Oshkosh you do, but where I live, I do not need a permit in Omro. Oshkosh has got a bunch of dumb rules for permits and stuff like that for fire pits. All Omro cares about is as long as in a contained area, whether it's in a portable pit like this or an in-ground one, and the flames can't be no higher than 2 or 3 feet above the outside of it or something. One rule I wish the city would enforce is no garbage cans on the curb before 5 p.m. the day before pickup, because that just makes our job a whole heck of a lot difficult when those things are on the curb. Have a good night, Jesse. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully get some good sleep and enjoy Chris's video tomorrow morning. Seems like we're going to be a couple weeks out from Bear Paw yet, so I'm just waiting to see the spike on Craig's channel of how many subscribers he gets after him and Brian's talk with Chris. I think Craig's going to be surprised at how much subscriber count he climbs real quickly. I don't think it'll go down. I think you'll gain probably. I wouldn't be surprising to see you crush 1,000 subscribers just off of one video with Chris. Because I know when I've done some videos with him, it jumps a couple hundred sometimes. Well, all I care about for me is once I got the 1,000 subscriber numbers and got monetized, I didn't care about my subscribers numbers. Like this whole week I've lost 2 subscribers. I'm like, whatever, I'm still above 1,000, I don't care. I haven't seen any bucks on my cameras, but I haven't really been paying attention. I got my camera out, but I haven't been looking at it at all recently. Sounds good, Chris. You have a good night. Enjoy Alaska and fishing. We'll talk to you when you get back. Enjoy the vacation. I said my camera is about 10%, so I'm probably going to have to cut this video here pretty shortly here so camera doesn't die on me. Enjoy your vacation, Chris. Catch some big salmon. Maybe we'll have to try some salmon on a fire pit with your grate you got made up. Alright, I want to probably end the live stream here. Camera's about to die. Thanks for sticking around, everybody, and talking and chit-chatting. I'm probably going to sit out here and relax for a little bit and let the fire die down for a little bit before I head in for the night. Enjoy your Sunday tomorrow, and hopefully everyone gets a lot done in their wood yard. Yeah, I did. I got that pit, this fire pit from the Frenzy. It was the smaller one. Oh, that's got a suck chain of legs. That's the problem with cameras, is that you sit there and you sit there and see all these big bucks on camera, but you never know that you're even there until you see them on camera, and then you hear about them being killed by someone else. This is just a random live. I just decided to go live for a little bit, just because I didn't have nothing to do and I was going to start the fire pit, so why not sit around and chit chat for a little bit. Have a good night, everyone. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll catch you next time.